Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to 7 streams equaling 7 figures. We are going to be talking about financial literacy this evening. I have a few wonderful guests. Well, they're not guests, they're like family, y'all. They are my financial coaches. And I know y'all have been seeing me post all of this stuff, right? Like, what in the world is Roz doing? Well, we're going to explain. We're going to get right into it. You are absolutely going to be blessed. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Rosalind Booker, Roz B, as Roz B, and I am a principal broker, CEO of R Brook Realtor. I am your real estate ninjaneer. Yes, a ninjaneer. I do specialize in real estate. 26 years. Yes, I've seen the ups and downs and everything in between. That's just one stream of income. And we're going to get into multiple streams of how you can partake and be blessed as well. But I actually want to introduce real quick, and they're going to go and introduce themselves individually. Miss Felicia Irondiva Cox.
Hey.
Acronym right? IBBF or IBF Pro?
Yeah, it's IFBB Pro.
I messed it all up, but yes.
That's okay.
She is an expert at what she does, and none other, Miss Angela Powerhouse Williams in the house. I get to brag on her. I get to push her way up the ladder because, guys, you know what? The truth is, we don't get to success all by ourselves. Someone has helped us if we're really truthful. So, hey, y'all go ahead and light up these comments. Put your questions in the comments. I'm going to be trying to monitor as well. But we're talking about financial literacy and why it's important to me. I'm going to just give you a personal testimony. I always say there are 3 spoons, and I think Felicia have heard me say this: silver spoon, gold spoon, no spoon. And I grew up somewhere with a plastic fork. And what I mean by that is, look, I wasn't born with financial literacy. I wasn't born being set up, hey, have my college paid and, have my wedding paid and, have a down payment for my first home. I grew up in struggle, but thank God he didn't leave me there. And out of being in hardship, you can be catapulted from that. It's a decision, it's a choice. But thank God I had a choice to continue to rise. And it is because of financial systems like Miss Powerhouse, Angela Williams, and what Miss Felicia Cox has introduced me to, that has allowed me and my family and a circle of my business partners to really set the course for a new financial future. Look, it wasn't taught in school, definitely wasn't taught in home. Mama was just trying to keep me fed and clothed. So, it was about, hey, let's keep this rent paid. Let's keep some food on the table, and you do good in school so you can get out, get a good job, and maybe make a whole lot of money and, take care of yourself. So that's about the height of financial literacy. I didn't know anything about stocks, bonds, IRAs, annuities. All I knew is how to fill out a check, write a check, spend money, right? Without a budget. So endless spending, boundless spending, going deeper into debt. I've jacked up my credit 3 or 4 times in my life. Who hasn't? But oh my God, this being in the right room with the right people at the right time, right? With the right system means everything, y'all. And I could not help. And I am so glad that they are here with me. So I am going to pass it on to Miss Felicia Cox and have her introduce herself and just explain why financial literacy is important to her. Y'all go grab your friends. Can you like, comment, and share this video, because this is going to set you free. Miss Felicia.
All right. Thank you, Roz, for, just inviting me Miss Angela, I love you. Like, she's my best friend in my head. She don't know it, but she is. And I just appreciate you ladies for, allowing me to come on and just, be a part of this amazing movement here. Financial literacy is important. It equips us with knowledge and skills that we need to manage our money. And without it, we lack a solid foundation. And I'm sure, all of us have been through, like you say, the bad credit and just wasn't taught how to spend money and manage money and invest money. And I'm just grateful and thankful that I was introduced to Miss Angela, because she has really, really took me under her wing and educated me on a whole lot of things, y'all, that I just didn't know. And what you don't know is what you don't know, right? So I made it my duty to get in a room with millionaires. And yes, Miss Powerhouse, she's a millionaire. I'm telling her business. Yes, she is. And so I made it a point to get in a room with women like her in order for me to get to the next level. And, hey, I just really appreciate everything that she has taught me, instilled in me. And I'm just grateful to be able to share it with everybody. Everybody, I live my life out loud. So that's how I'm able to share it with the world.
All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right. Y'all already know I'm Angela Williams. They call me the Powerhouse. And just to give you an idea of where I'm coming from, I am a certified life coach and I specialize in personal finance. Now, I am a serial entrepreneur, and all of that started because back in 2008, when the recession hit and the financial crisis hit, I ended up being one of those people who were laid off, had bachelor's degree, master's degree, thought I would be able to find another job. A year later, still hadn't found the job. And as an end result, I ended up going through all of my savings. I had just a little bit left. And I also lost my home. And so the feeling that I got from going through that type of experience is because, number one, you don't know what you're capable of until your back is not only against the wall, but through the wall. And what I made a decision was that I was never going to depend on somebody outside of my household to be able to keep a roof over my head. So I decided that I was firing corporate America, and I was never going to go back. So the little bit of savings that I did have left, I opened up a business, a boutique in my local area. And then I took the rest of my money and I invested in investment and trading courses. And basically what I did is I was already trading stocks actually out of college because I'm a finance major. And I actually learned about investing and trading in stocks in college. But I wanted to step it up a notch because I knew that trading and investing could possibly pay my bills. And so I went through courses, and then eventually I fell forward. Like I ended up losing, I want to say I lost maybe $80,000 in the process of trying to learn how to trade. And then finally I found the strategy that worked for me. And it was a strategy that allowed me to win about 90% of the time. And so I just started trading. I started trading in the options market first. Then I started trading in Forex, and then I started trading in the futures market. And in the process of doing that, I was continuing looking for additional streams of income because I wasn't going back to work for nobody, because there's nobody that could pay me better than I could pay myself. And so next thing you know, I got introduced to my econ. And once I got introduced to my econ, I already knew that I wanted to be a part of it. Just because you heard Rosalind say, financial literacy should be in every community. And it should be taught in our homes, and it should be taught in school. But guess what? It ain't. So somebody has to step up to the plate and get this financial information into all of our neighborhoods. And so I decided that was something that I wanted to do. And so I've been in my account for over 5 years. And now we have financial coaches all across the country. And I have Rosalind, I have Felicia that are literally passionate about teaching people how to get out of debt and invest. And so what I want to do right now is I want to see if I can share my screen, because I want to share some financial information with you that I believe will absolutely change your life. So give me just a second to get my presentation going. Can everybody see my slides yet?
Yes.
All right. So, what I want to do is I want to welcome you all to My Econ. My Econ is a 16-year-old debt-free financial literacy education company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. My Econ has empowered associates to generate over $500 million in cash flow. And so when you say yes to My Econ, what you're saying yes to is a financial literacy education business. And what you are going to be from this point forward is a personal finance coach. That's right. When you become a personal finance coach, there's some educational topics that you're going to learn. You're going to learn how money works. You're going to learn money management skills that you can share with people in your community. You're going to learn how the tax codes work. You're going to learn how to eliminate debt. You're going to learn how to build your personal credit. And at the same time, be able to transition that personal credit into business credit. You're also going to learn about stock investing. You're going to learn about retirement planning. We're going to teach you how to build and market your financial literacy business using the power of social media. And then most importantly, you're going to get access to me. I'm going to give you some information on how you can become a day trader. So what I want to do really quickly is I want to share with you the first strategy that you are going to learn when you partner with My Econ. And the first strategy is how to income shift. And income shift is basically taking you from a higher tax bracket to a lower tax bracket. And the way we're able to do this is you got to first understand that the reason why many people are missing out on opportunities is because they lack cash flow. They lack capital. And so we want to be able to solve that problem. So the first place we're going to go is where you spend most of your time, and that's your job. And so we're going to show you how to unlock some hidden cash that's sitting in that W-4 form. You know that form that you filled out when you first started your job, where you're telling the government how much in federal taxes they should withhold. Well, I want you to know that 80% of people got their W-4 forms filled out incorrectly. And so we're going to show you how the IRS can help you get some of those federal tax dollars back into your paycheck. And so you can get an increase in your net take-home pay from $200 to $800 a month. And I want you to think about that for a minute. That could be an extra $2,400 to $9,600 a year. Can you imagine the difference you can make in your finances if you had an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year to play with, right? And so we're going to show you how to adjust your W-4. And here's an example of what it looks like. This is Pastor Josh. Pastor Josh went through our W-4 training. He was able to adjust his W-4 and bring an extra $1,000 back into his household. Well, he saved that money. And at the end of the year, he had over $12,000 cash. Do you understand how powerful that is? And next, I'm going to talk about a strategy so that I can show you how to not only adjust your W-4, but not owe the IRS at the end of the year. So he was able to not only adjust his W-4, but he also was able to drop his tax rate from 22% to 12%, and he still got a $9,000 refund check. Now, let me tell you how powerful it is when you stop letting the government take all of your money. By Pastor Josh income shifting $1,000 a month, if he was to take that money and put it into an index fund, and let's say that index fund is growing at 14% a year. And we actually educate you on where you can find index funds that's going to give you double-digit returns every single year. But if he would have invested that money, let me tell you, within 20 years, Pastor Josh will have $1.3 million. Not from selling, not from recruiting, but learning how to get back his own money and put his own money to work. You see how powerful that is? Well, in My Econ, we're also going to teach you the second strategy, and that's how to minimize your tax liability. Because guess what? If you adjust that W-4, you want to make sure that you don't owe the IRS at the end of the year. So you need to understand that there are over 475 tax deductions that a home-based business qualifies for. So how many of you are traveling now? How many of you are paying car notes? How many of you are going out and getting you a Starbucks coffee every morning? How many of you are paying a cell phone bill? Do you know that we will teach you how to turn your personal expenses into business expenses. And we can also show you how to hire your child in your business and be able to write off over $12,000 per child. Well, let me show you what it looks like. See, this is an example of a 1040 tax return, okay? And this is an individual who joined My Econ. They worked in My Econ business, and they were able to do business deductions at the end of the year. So I want you to look at number one. Number one, they grossed over $65,813. But because they were in My Econ, where you learn about the tax code directly from the IRS publications, he qualified to write off over $29,000 in write-offs. And because of that, it lowered his adjusted gross income to over $35,000. And that didn't even include the standard deduction. So after the standard deduction, his taxable income was only $16,899. And I don't know about you. I'd rather pay taxes on $16,000 than pay taxes on $65,000. So I know that you already see the power of why you need to tie a home-based business to your income. Now, this individual was able to lower his tax rate from 24% to 12%. We're also going to teach you to make sure that you understand what the rules are to qualify for the tax deductions. And we're also going to give you an app called the Cash Flow Manager. And what the Cash Flow Manager is going to do is allow you to take proper documentation of all your expenses, including your receipts. It's going to make you IRS compliant. And at the end of the year, it's going to provide you with a business audit report that you're going to be able to provide to your tax preparer so that you can get all of your tax deductions. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to adjust your W-4, keep more of your hard-earned money, don't owe the IRS at the end of the year, and still get a refund check and be able to take that money again and put it to work. The third strategy that we're going to share with you is we're going to show you how to own your paycheck. I'm here to tell you that it is nothing that you can buy that's going to feel better than being debt-free. And I am 100% debt-free. And every time I make money in all of my businesses, anytime I earn a commission check from My Econ, that money goes straight into my retirement portfolio. And you want to be able to do that too. So when you say yes to My Econ, you will be able to participate in our personal finance workshops. Because what our workshops is going to do is we're going to help you find out who got your money. We're also going to take a look at your debt. And you're going to know when you're going to be debt free. You're going to know which debts you should focus on paying off first. We're going to show you how to eliminate all that fat that's sitting in your that's on your debit card, or all them swipes that you do every month. We're even going to show you how to pay that car note off faster. If you got a mortgage, we can show you how to own that house in less than 8 years. And we even have a retirement strategist that is going to take a look at your retirement account. You will know how long that money is going to last you after you retire. You're going to know if that's enough for your retirement, and you'll even know how much you should be investing on a monthly basis so that you can retire early as well as retire rich. So here's what it looks like. Shout out to Adrian Carter. She was able to cash flow over $25,000 by not letting the government keep her federal taxes. She was able to pay off over $15,000 in debt. And just by doing that, it boosted her credit score to a 725. We got Tina Lynn Booker that was able to pay off over $70,000 because of the My Econ strategies. We got Michelle Brown McIver that cash flowed over $97,000, paid off $35,000 of debt, and it increased her credit score 215 points. We want to give a shout out to the Giles family that has cash flowed over $110,000, paid off $64,000 of debt. They were able to increase their credit scores both to a 798 and an 820, and they bought them a brand new home. You guys, this is Dave Ramsey on steroids. The fourth strategy that we teach you is how to fix your own credit. That's right. We give you a step-by-step video tutorial so that you know what is hurting your credit score, how to fix it. And we've gone so far that we are also going to give you the dispute letters. The dispute letters are already written out. You have the ability to customize them if you like. All you got to do is put your name and the credit bureau addresses, and within 10 to 15 minutes, your dispute letters are already printed out, and you can mail them right to the credit bureaus. And we've had people that's been able to get rid of collections. They've been able to get rid of student loans. They've been able to get rid of medical bills. You name it. We've had so many people that's been able to get results using this system. We have Kendra, who was able to increase her credit score 108 points to a 728. We got Janelle Burns that used the do-it-yourself credit repair system to increase her credit score 211 points to a 762. We got Deborah Jones, who was able to increase her credit score 124 points with an 846. Can you imagine buying a house or going to get a car with an 846 credit score? And not only after we increase our own personal credit, we also convert over into business credit, and we're using business credit so that we can continue to actually buy assets and use other people's money as close to free as possible. The fifth and final strategy that you're going to learn about is asset accumulation. Yes, your money should be having babies. So in my econ, we're going to give you some investment education. You're going to learn the language of investing. You heard Rosalind speak earlier where she said, she wanted to know the difference between mutual funds, index funds, ETFs, growth funds, know about CDs, know about money market accounts, know when to use them, know when not to use them. And so my econ is going to give you the terminology education. That way, when you're talking to somebody, nobody, or maybe a financial advisor, they won't be speaking over your head. In my econ, we teach you to own a piece of America. So if you're going to have Nikes on your feet, you should be owning Nike stock. If you're going to be shopping at Walmart, you should own Walmart stock. It's real simple. How many of you use Amazon every week during COVID? Well, you should own Amazon stock. Now, we're going to teach you fundamental analysis. That means you're going to know what you need to look for when you are thinking about investing your money into a corporation. Okay. I'm also going to teach you how to read stock charts so that you will know when is the best time to buy a stock. And you're also going to know when you need to ring the cash register and take your profits. This is what it looks like. Shout out to Tanika McGill, who's now a stock owner of owning Apple and Nike and Amazon, AbbVie, Tesla, and Facebook. Now, I'm also a day trader. And like I said, I've been day trading since 2008. This is my home office. I literally go in my home office. I be in there for about an hour every single morning, and I'm able to go into the markets. I'm able to pull some cash out, and trading is absolutely paying all of my bills. And so when you say yes to my econ and you join Rosalind's team, you're going to get access to this information. So I'm going to show you how to compound your money in the Forex market. I'm going to teach you how to trade crypto, how to also invest in crypto. You're going to learn about how to be using options to leverage high price stocks so that you can make some daily income. You can learn about binary options. I'm also a futures trader, and I'm also going to give you access to a crypto money multiplier account that will literally grow your crypto by 3 times without you watching the charts, regardless if the market is going up, if the market is going down, your crypto is still going to grow. So here's just some examples of some people who made some real money, not demo accounts, but live real money. So I want to give a shout out to Miss Felicia Cox for making $669 in a day. I want to give a shout out to Atricia Faulkner Thomas, who had a $1,000 crypto day, and she was trading. As you can see, she was trading crypto. I want to give a shout out to Rena. Rena was able to make over $12,000 trading in the Forex market using indices, and she was able to flip that money to over $31,000 a week later. I want to give a shout out to Cinta. When I first introduced her on my page, I had to let everybody know that she had made over $522,000 in the Forex market. And just to move a little bit forward, she's now at over $980,000 in live trading in the Forex market. She will be my first 4X millionaire, and I'm super excited about that. I want to give a shout out to Crystal Golden, who actually went through the options class and made over $6,300 in 1 month. You see me here. I was able to grow my options account to over $94,000 this year. You see me making over $20,000 in 1 month trading in the futures market. You see Atricia also in the crypto space making over $11,000. I made $18,000 in a day just on Dogecoin alone. I also give out alerts on crypto moves, or if I see some alerts in the for Forex as well. And in this example, I gave an alert to purchase Bitcoin, and this is when it fell way back to like 11,000. And we're gonna get another chance at Bitcoin at a cheaper price as well. But she invested in a whole coin, and when that Bitcoin took off, it went to 51,000. She took that money out. She remodeled the house, put some money back in, and her crypto of Bitcoin is still over $24,000. What does it look like when you put all the strategies together? Okay, so I want to show you. Christina Booker applied all the 5 strategies of my econ, and what she was able to do is she was able to increase her emergency savings account by $15,000. She was able to pay off, I have 61, but over $70,000 in debt. She increased her personal credit score to a 770. And then in my econ, we teach you to get your personal finances together so that you can launch additional dream businesses so that you can have multiple streams of income. So what Christina was able to do is she was able to launch her wink and blush business, which is a lash, eyebrow, and makeup business. And that business went on to do over $90,000 in sales this year. Shout out to you, Christina. Shout out to Michael Macklin. He was able to cash flow over $104,000. He increased his emergency savings another $10,000. He paid off $74,000 in debt. He increased his personal credit score to an 820. And then he took that personal credit and started accumulating business credit. And he used the business credit to buy 2 vehicles. And he was able to launch his car rental business on Turo. So I want to give a shout out to Mike Macklin. And I'm not going to teach you or tell you to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. I use the strategies as well. And like I said, I have used my econ commissions check to build my retirement account over $1 million. I told you I'm already 100% debt free. I've made over $425,000 from my multiple streams of income this year. I launched a Trading for Profits education platform where people purchase my Forex course, my options course, my futures course. I launched a credit repair business. I also am the owner of Glamour and Gifts Boutique here in my local community. And I was able to not only launch my tax preparation business, but I was also able to launch 33 new tax specialists where we're able to serve people in the direct sales, network marketing, small business arena, serving all 50 states, because we already know about the tax write-offs and we want to make sure that you get all the deductions that you qualify for. So I hope that these strategies got you thinking. And what I want to do is I want Rosalind to share with you all the success that she has had by applying the strategies to her life.
Woo! Come on, first of all, let me catch my breath because I'm still hyperventilating over here. Every time I hear you present this, Angela, I get more and more and more excited. First of all, let me just say something, because yes, I'm in that, believers community, the church, and I want to see my people free. I want to see us for the very thing that we have cried, kicked, screamed, rolled over, purred, threw up in the floor about after we get up. I want us to tap into the knowledge and the systems that God has for us, right? And it's almost too good to be true. And if I didn't know it myself, and if I wasn't hanging with Miss Felicia, if I wasn't, listening to you, if I wasn't in the right room at the right time to make the right decisions, I don't think me and my husband will be where we are today. So I just want to testify. Y'all know I'm in the real estate industry. Yeah, I'm Roz B, the real estate ninjaneer. But alongside that, so, real estate is my lane, it's my vein. We just purchased a home. And although we did not need the credit, now wait a minute, although we didn't need the credit, our combined score now, me and my husband's score is 800. That's our combined score. Now, we come from the 4s and the 5s. Now, that over the years, we've had to create some new disciplines, create some new habits to be a better steward over what God has given us. Curb our spending, have a plan, be strategic, be intentional, be a giver, be a tither, all of that, be in the right room. So God has allowed us to improve our credit and our standard of life because of such. Well, I want to just share, we purchased a home the end of December last year, and we were able to pay cash. What y'all say? Cash. God,
awesome.
We burned 2 mortgages, 4 credit cards, 1 car payment away from being, owning that one of the 3 vehicles that we have, and we'll own all 3 of them. And we're still going. Our goal in 2022 is debt free. My husband early retired. Now, whatever your why is, whatever your plan is, you have to plan the work the plan, and tie yourself to a home-based business and a financial system that works. We are adamant about breaking the back of poverty off of our lives, off of our children's children for generations to come. We don't want GoFundMe's if we pass. We don't want our family to have to suffer that. We don't want them to suffer that. We don't want our communities to suffer that. So that's why we are so very passionate about this. It's systems like this. The plan will work if we work it. So we got to plan the work and work the plan. Plan the work the plan, and stick to it. So let me just tell you, we are absolutely thrilled. We're amazed. We're getting ready to go further into this, to work that business credit, to allow that business credit to be leveraged so that we can start using credit to do some other things with in the real estate industry. And another thing is, from the information that we got on investments, we were able to buy stock in the very company or the builder. Like Angela said, if you wearing whatever that's publicly traded, do you buy from Amazon every other day? Do you wear Nike? Well, you should be owning a piece of them. Well, we owned a piece of the builder who we were paying. So it was kind of one of these things. Y'all gonna give us a product for some money? Well, we're gonna take some money from you because we paid you too. So that particular stock was one of our highest performing stocks in the portfolio, like double digits, like in the 20s. Not 0.0002 like the banks give you, not 0.2, double digit return. So our top 5 stocks that we purchased just over the last year were performing at its peak in the double digits, the 20%. I'm like, where do you do that at? What in the world? I'm like, where was this all of my life? So we have been able to leverage all of this education and use it to our benefit to make decisions according to what the plan God has for our life. Now, somebody may not want to do that, but we're shooting for debt free so we can step back, reset, accumulate our assets to see where we want to take advantage of that. There are some other things that we have already taken advantage of as well. We are creating those multiple streams. The Bible in Ecclesiastes does say you need 7 streams, even 8, right? So in one translation, it says that you need a lot. In other words, to give to that many people. Another translation says you need to invest in 7 to 8 streams. So, however you want to interpret it, we can't help nobody. We can't help our community. We can't be a giver unless we are debt free, unless we have the extra, unless we have the extra streams of income. Guys, that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. Miss Angela, Miss Felicia, thank y'all so much for what you guys have done in my family's life. We are totally blessed, and we just thank you.
Felicia, why don't you share with them the different streams of income that you have been able to generate?
Wow, Roz, I'm super proud of you. I mean, man, would you have ever thought you would be where you are now? I think we met last year, the beginning of the year, something like that. So, I'm just grateful and thankful. And it just fills my heart to know that you stuck with it and you were consistent with it. Y'all, that's my number one saying: consistency pays off. Well, basically, I've been in the fitness business for well over 15 years. And I've always had a job, always had a good paying 6-figure job. And I walked away from my 6-figure job, work from home company car 3 years ago. My husband was like, hey, just, go with your passion. And at the time, fitness was my passion. I have a meal prep business. I had a body contouring business and, do some personal training here and there, some consulting, things like that. But one of my meal prep clients had told me about trading. I had never heard about it. I started doing some research and, would be a part of different clubs here and there, just trying to get the knowledge of, learning how to trade. And one of my really good friends, Stacy McClaskey, was really living her life out loud, y'all. She had called and told me that she was doing some things, but, I'm doing my fitness thing. And when I was just seeing the numbers that she was showing, I'm like, man, I got to find out what Stacy is doing. And so I did. I came over to MyEcon, and I'm the type of person, let me see. Even though I see her doing what she's doing, but let me see if it works. And I came over here and I applied all the strategies. I started fixing my credit. My credit score went from 640 to 740, just applying the strategies that they teach us at MyEcon. Also, I was able to build a team over here, not trying to build a team, but I started living my life out loud, and with me having a fitness following, people trust me because I have proven results and showing people how to lose weight and eat healthy. So I just started living my life out loud, showing people how I increased my credit score. I started showing people how I was doing really well in making trading and making money, and just people just started coming. But I cannot take all the credit because let me tell you, I had an amazing team. I had some runners on my team that was living their life out loud, and people was interested in what they were doing. And so we built a team of over 645 people, like quick. I think, Angela, what was it like? Was it 90 days?
Yeah. I don't even think it was 90 days. You might have did it in 60 days.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. It was pretty fast. And I was able to accumulate some residual income from that. And y'all, I had never been in a position like that to build a team. I know I'm a leader in the fitness business, but I didn't know that I could be a leader in the financial business. So I would just really just save all my MyEcon checks. I just would put it in the bank. I wouldn't even touch it because I had I have a thriving fitness business. And so I was able to take my MyEcon money and I purchased an Amazon store. I ended up getting with a company, and I did it was an investment, and it was, let me tell you, it was really something that really just took my finances off with that Amazon store. And then I was able to not only take that income, I also just, I'm getting ready to start my logistics business. I just bought a van, cash, no payments on it. and I'm getting ready to do logistics. And basically the principle around that, you know, my son's 15 years old, and when he becomes 18, he's going to have a business that I can just hand over to him. He doesn't have to go work for anyone. He doesn't have to go clock in at a job if he doesn't want to. So I've just been super blessed that I've been in the room with Angela, and she's again just teaching me all these things that I just did not know. I wasn't taught about it at home because my mom didn't know, you know. And I always say I used to get a little insecure because I don't have a college degree. You know, I don't have a bachelor's. I don't have a master's. All I have is a high school diploma. But one thing that I do know, I know how to go get that money. You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful and thankful. And we, like Roz said, we just want to share with the world and let you guys know we are real live people that are really, you know, taking this thing seriously. Okay. So thank you so much, Angela, for, you know, just taking me underneath your wing. And not just me, but I feel like I'm the only one in the room with you. But y'all, she's like that with all of us. Okay. She gives us so much great information. She has such a giving heart, and I'm super grateful. Like, I called you the other day and I said, and I think I was on the phone, and I said, well, let me call you back, because I was in my feelings. I just want to tell her, you know, I love you. You know, thank you so much, because it has really opened my eyes to what I just didn't know, you know. So I will be a millionaire. I am saying it, I'm speaking it, I'm calling it out, I'm writing it down, I'm writing it on the mirror. I will be a millionaire.
That is awesome. You guys, I just want you to understand that right now, I know that I'm living in my purpose. And I know that I'm doing what God called. I already know that I am supposed to free as many people as possible. And we need to break some generational curses. We really do. And just like Felicia is putting a business together for her son, I am also teaching my son how to day trade as well, because I don't want my son to have to depend on somebody else for his income. If
Right.
my son decides that, hey, I don't want to work for somebody else, it's okay. He still know how to make money. But at the same time, I'm also teaching him how to respect his money, how to manage his money. And I'm leaving wealth for my son. And that is something that we need to do. We need to leave a financial legacy for our families. We got to stop spending and do more saving and investing.
Yes.
We got to break the generational curses. It got to start with somebody. And we got to get really serious about it, because if you're not paying attention, AI technology is taking over.
Yes.
And at some point, at least in the next 5 years, you're going to see a major shift. And the old ways of making money is just not going to work. You're going to have to figure out a way to make money that's not dependent on a job. And if you got a job, this is the best time to start an online business, an education business at that, but a financial literacy business. Because guess what we sell? Money. That's what we sell. We sell money, how to get more money, how to keep that money, and how to multiply that money, put it to work, so that your children's children won't have to depend on somebody for a job either. And so you are in the right place at the right time, and you're going to be surrounded around the right people, because everybody tied to me is about to elevate. I'm going to raise your financial IQ. I'm going to push you, because I want you to have more, because God wants you to have more. We're not supposed to be operating in a space of lack. That's not what it is. God gave us the power to gain wealth. So we're going to give you the strategies. You're going to have to do some work, because we can't do it for you. But we will put you in a room of people who are all thinking the same. We all want to get out of debt. We all want to fix our credit. We all want to be multiple business owners. That's what we want to be. But most importantly, we want to be free. We want to be free. We want to create our own paychecks. We don't want to work for nobody. We want to be in the comfort of our home. I get a whole lot of money just sitting in my house. The world can shut down and it doesn't matter. Do y'all know I made the most money in my life sitting at home during COVID?
Me too.
So everybody should have came up. And if you're not in that place, we can help you and we can put you on the right path. So I just want to thank y'all for letting me come and be on your page, Rosalind.
Oh, yes.
And I pray that anybody that's out there, that you listen to this information and just get around the right people. Your life this year can look totally different by the end of this year if you just say yes to Mike Econ and be a part of this team and take it seriously. So I'll see y'all at the top.
See y'all at the top. And let me say this. For the next few days, there is a special. If you want to join this incredible opportunity, guess what? It's only $9.95. Yeah, I said it. $9.95. Your breakfast costs more than that. I love it. I love it when Felicia said, and the commitment after then every 30 days is $39.95. That's just for the basic level. Felicia said your lashes cost more than that, right, Fee?
My lashes, $55 a month, just my lashes.
That's it, y'all. Here it is right before you. Here is the buffet. Here is the feast. You eat, you take whichever stream you want. I mean, we've said way more than 7 streams. You know, the theme today was 7 streams, 7 figures. But I'm telling you, it's all good. It's all relevant. You can take what you want. We didn't even tell y'all, and I'll get off of here, Angela. We didn't tell you about the memberships that you can sell and make some money off of. We didn't say the other businesses, all the other businesses that could spawn from this. But anyway, whoever invited you, you go right back to them and say, I'm ready. If I invited you, you inbox me. I put my web address there. You need to join tonight and get on the train and let's go, y'all. So y'all be blessed. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Felicia. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.